The contentment of one who has a wife is one kind, while the contentment of one who does not have a wife is another kind. You all come to section 5 of chapter 24 of the Holy Quran, and chapter 5 begins with sign 35. Let's go. Allahu nuru samawati wal ardi. God is the light of the heavens and the earth. When the Quran says heavens, it means up, the skies. It means the skies. Metal nuru, metal, sorry, matalu nurihi kamith kawatin. Matalu nurihi kamith kawatin musa fiha musbiha fiha misbahu fiha misbahun lamp. Let me take it again. Mathalu nurihi kamithkawatin fiha misbahun. The parable of his light is as if they were a niche. Oh, I don't think I finished it. Okay, let me do the English and then go and finish it. The parable of his light is as if they were a niche and within it a lamp. I think that's it. Mathalu nurihi kamatal fiha misbahun. Yes, that's it. Except that the Arabic language is very, very, very concise. Okay. Okay, I hadn't finished. That's right, I hadn't finished. Al-misbahu fi zujajatin. Al-misbahu fi zujajatin. That's the part that I was doubting. Is the parable of light. It's as if there is a niche. Yes, it's as if there is a niche and within it a lamp. Al-misbahu fi zujajatin. Azujajatun ka'annaha kawa azujajatun ka'annaha kawakabu duriyun or kawakabu duriyun. Azujajatun ka'annaha kawkabun. I'm sorry. Ka'annaha kawkabun. Duriyun. Kawkabun duriyun. Ka'annaha kawkabun duriyun. Within it a lamp. The lamp enclosed in glass. The lamp enclosed in glass. The glass as if it were a brilliant star. The lamp as if it were a brilliant star. Al-misbahu fi zujajatin. Zujajatun ka'annaha kawkabun duriyun. As if There is a star. A star. يوكد يوكد من شجرة يوكد من شجرة lit from a blessed tree. Look, يوكد من شجرة مباركة كشجرة مباركة, a blessed tree. Uh, lit from a blessed tree. من من شجرة مباركة زيتونة زيتونة لا شريكية لا شريكية ولا جروبية ولا جروبية يكاد دزو يكاد دزيتها. It's too long for me. I believe for you too. Let's see. This is a parable, a lengthy parable for people of understanding. A brilliant star. Lit from a blessed tree, that's where we stopped. An olive, comma, neither of east nor of the west. So let's start from Sajratin. Sajratin Mubarakatin. Zawtinatin, olive, Zawtinatin, La Sharkiyatin, an olive, neither of the east, Sharkiyatin, Zawtiyatin, olive, La Sharkiyatin, Wala Gurbiyatin, neither of the east nor of the west, of the east, Sharkiyatin, of the west, Garbiyatin. We're not yet done. It continues. Let's see. uh, oh, where is whose well whose oil is well whose oil is well nigh luminous, whose oil is well nigh limited luminous, well nigh is hyphenated, uh, and is spelled well, then dash nigh is NIGH, well nigh limited, luminous, well nigh luminous. Uh, Pardon me, viewers. This thing is coming back. uh, whose oil is well nigh limited. Oil is well nigh luminous. فيها غربية يكاد زوجها يكاد زوجها يدي يكاد زو يكاد زوجها يديء well nigh luminous, well nigh luminous here is يديء well nigh luminous. ولو لم ولو لم تمسسه نار لم تس ولو لم تس ولو لم تمسسه نار uh, luminous. Though fire scarce touched it, though fire scarce touched it, lam yamsashu narun. Mm. Though fire scarce touched it, semicolon. Narun. Nurun ala nurun. Sorry, nurun ala nurin. Nurun ala nurin. Light upon light. Nurun ala nurin. Light upon light. Yahdi Allahu lenurihu. Yahdi Allahu lenurihi. Yahdi Allahu lenurihi man yasha'a. Yahdi Allahu lenurihi man yasha'a. God doeth guide whom he will to his light. Yahdu Allahu ala Yahdu Allahu lenurihi man yasha'a. Doeth guide. God doeth guide whom he will to his light. To his light. ويضرب الله الأمثال ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس. God yes, that's it. God doeth set forth parables for men, Allah and Nas. God doeth set parables for men. Yadribu set forth. Yadribu set forth. Set forth. Yadribu allow. Amtalu. God doeth set forth parables. Amtalu. Linnas for men. Wallahu bikulli shay'in alimun. Wallahu bikulli shay'in alimun. And God doeth know all things. And God doeth know all things. And God doeth know all things. That is Psalm 35. Let's see. It has 3 commentaries. Let's see. 2996, 97, 98, 99, 30. 5 in 1 commentaries. The first one is on light. God is light. The second one on earth. Let's see. Let's go. The first one is 2996. 2996. 2996. Embedded within certain directions concerning a refined domestic and social life comes comes this glorious parable of light, which contains layer upon layer of transcendent truth about spiritual mysteries. Full stop. No notes can be adequate justice. No notes can do adequate justice. Sorry. No notes. No notes can do adequate justice to its full meaning. Full stop. Volumes have been written on this subject. Full stop. In these notes, I propose to explain the simplest meaning of this passage. Full stop. Then we go to 997, which is against heavens and earth. 2997. 2997. The physical light is but a reflection of the true light. The physical light is but a reflection of the true light in the world of reality. The physical light is but a reflection of the true light in reality, comma, and that true light is God. That true light is God, full stop. We can only think of God in terms of our phenomenal experience, comma, and in the phenomenal world, comma. Light is the purest thing we know, but physical light has drawbacks incidental to its physical nature, colon, e.g. 1, it is dependent upon some source external to itself, is dependent upon some source external to itself. 2, it is passing phenomenon, colon. If we take it to be a form of motion or energy, it is unstable. That's physical life. It is unstable, like all physical phenomena. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Like all physical phenomena. It's not phenomena. Uh, Viewers, pardon me. Like all physical phenomena. Full stop. 3, it is dependent on space. It is dependent on space and time. Semicolon. Its speed is 186,000 miles per second. Its speed is 186,000 miles per second. Viewers, do you know that? So this is science for us. And there are stars whose light takes thousands of years before it reaches the earth. That's wonderful. Let me repeat that. And there are stars. Oh, where is it? Yes, and there are stars whose light takes thousands of years before it reaches the earth. Full stop. The perfect light of God is free from any such defects. Kun, fayakun, be, and it is. Is beyond such defects. And that was note 2997 to sign 37. We now go to 2998 up to 300. Let's hope we can finish it. Okay, 2998. What word? What is it against? 2998. Yeah. Enclosed in a glass. Enclosed in a glass. 2998. The first 3 points in the parable the first 3 points in the parable center around the symbols of the niche, comma, the lamp and the glass. The niche, the lamp, and the glass. 1, the niche, mishkat, the niche, mishkat. We read it, the niche, mishkat in brackets, is the little shadow recess in the wall, in the wall of an eastern house, in the wall of an eastern house, comma, fairly high from the ground, comma, in which a light, then into brackets, in which a light, into brackets, before the days of electricity, brackets close, in which the light was usually placed, full stop. Its high, its height enabled it to diffuse the light in the room and minimized the shadows, full stop. The background of the wall, the background of the wall and the sides of the niche helped helped to throw the light well into the room. Helped to throw the light well into the room. So viewers, you can make a mental picture of it in your minds, how it was in the days when there was no electricity. Mm, okay, in the room, comma, and if through the light well into the room, comma, and if the wall was whitewashed, it was it was acted sorry was whitewashed. It also acted as a reflector, colon. The opening in front made the way for the light, full stop. So with the spiritual light, semicolon, it is placed high above worldly things. It is placed high above worldly things. It has a niche or habitation of its own, of its own, in its own, in comma, uh, in revelation, eh, of its own, comma, in revelation and other signs of God, semicolon. Its access to men is by the special way. Its access to men is by a special way, not by the special way. Its access to men is by a special way, comma, open to all, open to all, yet close to those who refuse its rays. Oh my God. Open to all, yet close to those who refuse its rays. Then, two, the lamp is the core of the spiritual truth. The lamp is the core of the spiritual truth, which is the real illumination, semicolon. The niche is nothing without it. The niche is nothing without it, semicolon. The niche is actually made for it, full stop. Then three, the glass is the transparent medium through which the light passes, full stop. On the one hand, it protects the light from the it protects the light from moths. Moths is spelled M-O-T-H. From moths and other forms of low life, and from gusts of wind, comma, and on the other, it transmits the light through a medium which is made up of and akin to the grosser substances of the earth, into brackets, such as sand, soda, potash, etc., brackets close. So arrange, uh, uh, yes, so arrange as to admit the subtle, so arrange as to admit the subtle to the gross, the subtle to the gross by its transparency, full stop. So the spiritual truth has to be filtered through human language or human intelligence to make it intelligible. to make it intelligible to mankind. Full stop. Now we go to the fifth, if I'm not mistaken, 299, the next comment, fifth, and it's against Brilliant Star, fifth, 2999. Mm. The glass by its the glass by itself does not shine, but when the light comes into it, it shines like a brilliant star. Full stop. So men of God who preach God's truth are themselves illuminated by God's light and become the illuminating media through which the light spreads and permeates human life. Spreads and permeates human life. We go to the last note to the same sign, uh, which is sign 35. Not the last, there is still another one. There's still another one. Oh, I think the notes are many. Hmm? The notes are many. So let's go to 300. Hmm? The olive tree is not a very impressive tree in its outward appearance. Its leaves have a dull greenish brown color, and in size it is inconspicuous. And in size it is inconspicuous. Full stop. But its oil is used in sacred ceremonies and forms a wholesome ingredient of food. Full stop. The fruit has a specially fine flavor. Compare note 2880. We've done it already. To chapter 23, Surah Al-Mu'minun. To chapter 23, sign 20. Full stop. For the illuminating quality of its oil, see note 23002. We yet to get there. Below. Yes, below. Below means we are yet to get there. Okay, we go to the next note, which is 3001. 3001. I think it ends as 3003. Ends at 3003. So the next note is 3001. The olive is not localized. The olive is not localized. It is neither of the east nor of the west. It is universal, for such is God's light. As applied to the olive, there is also a more literal meaning, which can be allegorized in a different way. The commentators they have done a fabulous work to explain all these details to us. They've done some fabulous interpretation of this sign. Allegorized in a different way. Full stop. An olive tree with an eastern aspect gets only the rays of the morning sun, semicolon. One with a western aspect, comma, only the rays of the western sun. So let me repeat that. An olive tree with an eastern aspect gets only the rays of the morning sun. One with western aspect gets only the rays of the western sun. Full stop. In the northern hemisphere, the south aspect will give the sun's rays a great part of the day, while a north aspect will shut them out altogether, will shut them out altogether, and vice versa in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa in the southern hemisphere. Full stop. But a tree in the open plain or on a hill, but a tree in the open plain or on a hill will get perpetual sunshine by day, semicolon. It will be more it will be more mature, comma, and the fruit and oil will be of superior quality, full stop. So God's light is not localized or immature, semicolon. It is perfect and universal. Perfect and universal. We go to the next note. 2002 is against uh, fire touching or scarcely touching it. 3002. Pure olive oil is beautiful in color, consistency. It's beautiful in color, consistency, and illuminating power. Full stop. The world has tried all kinds of illuminants, and for economic reasons or convenience, one replaces another. Full stop. But for coolness, comfort to the eyes, and steadiness, vegetable oils are superior to electricity. That's wonderful. Mm. Let me repeat that again. Let me repeat that, sorry. But for coolness, comfort to the eyes, and steadiness, vegetable oils are superior to electricity, to electricity, mineral oils, and animal oils. Full stop. And among vegetable oils, olive oil takes a high place and deserves its sacred associations. Full stop. Its purity is almost like light. I'm not careful, I'll miss the lines. Pardon me. Its purity is almost like light itself. Colon. You may suppose it to be almost light before it is lit. Full stop. So with spiritual truth, it illuminates the mind and understanding, and imperceptibly almost before the human mind and heart have been consciously touched by it. Let me take it again. So with spiritual truth, colon, it illuminates the mind and understanding imperceptibly, comma, almost before the human mind and heart have been consciously touched by it, have been consciously touched by it. Mm. We go to the last note, 3003. To slide, it's again slide again, to go slide. 3303 rather. Oh, what is it? I think there's a mistake somewhere. Yes, it's a genuine mistake. Uh, we are the reference is 3303, but the note itself is 3003. So let's read the correct thing. 3003, which is against his light. Glorious, comma, glorious, illimitable light. Glorious, illimitable light, without limits. Glorious, illimitable light, which cannot be described or measured. That's his light, God's light. God's light is glorious, illimitable, and cannot be described or measured. Full stop. And there are grades and grades of it. There are grades and grades of it, of God's light. Passing transcendently, passing transcendently into regions of spiritual light, comma, which man's imagination can scarcely conceive of. Full stop. The topmost pinnacle is the true proto, is the true prototype. proto, prototypal, prototype. So it comes from a prototype. The pinnacle is the topmost pinnacle is the true prototypal light, prototypal light, comma, the real light of which all others were reflections, the light of God. And that is the last note to sign 3 5, to sign 35 of section 5 of chapter 24 of the Holy Quran. How many uh, notes have you read? 96, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 8. 8 notes for one sign. Viewers, I think you will agree with me that it deserves it. It's so lengthy and be very well explained for us, we the innocent ones. And I hope we'll learn useful lessons from it. Mm. It both it deals with both history and science. So I think we will stop here. Just one sign. When we come back in the next episode, we shall go to sign 36. Thank you very much. Ilalaka, bye bye, au revoir. May God be with you all.